Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Black 22. 54. I got you, pop.
Winston now to throw on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Winston now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Winston. That's caught by Howard. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule and down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They go play action. Winston. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Daniels gets it off to Freeman. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Got it. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
90. Hey, Haywood. Here we go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. Ready?
On 3rd down, Daniels. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. 2nd and 15. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Falcons take over at their own 25-yard line. Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Daniels. But he will find his big tight end over the middle. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels escaping the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. A first down throw for Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jameis to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Winston. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. It's 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line. Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Mark 54. Here we go, let's bring it. Ready, let's go.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Hey, exit.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, Daniels. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Daniels. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. On 2nd and 9, Winston is going to fire. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On first down, Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, Bucs.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack the scene. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
From the gun, Daniels. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Robert Foster, 85 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
On the counter, here's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56, Mike, 56, right now.
To throw, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Robert Kimdichie make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mike 52. Come on, dude.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And the pressure gets to him again. Taco Charlton, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Draw play, Winston to Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Play action now. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing on first down. Daniels. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Daniels flushed out right. The Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
A very important extra point there, up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 82 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustmts, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Get it.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball...
There he goes right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Yo.
Hey, orbit.
Yo. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Got you, boy.
This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Off the play fake. Daniels. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Devin White in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Off play action. Daniels. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Sets up a third down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.